Ithaca Underground was started by a friend of mine named Jamie Peck, who moved up here from Plattsburgh and heard there was a really good punk scene up in Ithaca, and then when he got here, he realized there wasn't at the time. So he decided that he should take it upon himself to try to do something about that. He ended up getting a bit too busy with work and web design and things, and I asked him if I could help out, and I ended up taking over booking and promotion for it. That was in August, and since then our shows have grown from getting 5 or 6 people out to tonight having I think 105 was the count on that. Things have grown pretty substantially in a short period of time. When we first started doing Ithaca Underground, even before I was involved, when Jamie was involved, there were very few venues that would even do all ages shows. That's why we had a lot of it was really do it yourself. Find a space, find someone with a PA and plug it in. Having something as big as the Haunt, it's going to show Ithaca as a community that all ages shows are important to a music community. Why am I going to start a band if I'm 16 if there's nowhere for me to play? I can play in my basement, but that's fun for a couple months if I can't play a show, if there's nowhere for me to play. But that's why we don't have as many bands as we might if this had been going on for 7-8 years, if there'd been more people willing to support this. All in all, they just want something to do. It's something that's worthwhile doing. We've gotten a lot of compliments from parents for what we do. They're like, "Wow, it's really great to see my kid not just sitting in front of the video games or just sitting in the basement with his friends." High schoolers, we have college students, we have kids that are not even in high school coming out to shows. It really is all ages. And just the energy level that they bring to it. We had one band, Static Radio, just amazed at the amount of movement, even though there was 25 people at the show. It really just inspired them instead of just playing for a bunch of people who just stood there. I'd like to get in some bigger bands while still being able to emphasize on the small stuff, just to try to get some more people involved. Like, oh, I've even heard of that band. Maybe I'll check it out and see what this Ithaca Underground thing's about. But I definitely don't want to lose focus of the small things. On top of that, bringing more recognition to Ithaca in general as a spot for music, for other cities getting in contacts with bands that are here to book them in other cities. So bands just don't start here and move to Brooklyn or Philly or wherever. They can stay here, use it as a home base, and know that they can still get tours, that it can still get recognized. So that's the biggest goal, is to really show this as an epicenter for underground music. We have an e-newsletter that goes out multiple times a month, not really on any regular basis, but before we do shows, if we're looking for anything in particular, just they can email contact@ithacaunderground.com. That'll go straight to me if they want to get signed up, or if they have a band, or if they know someone that has a band, or if they know someone who has an out-of-town band that's touring. That's great. We also put out a zine every month that has interviews, but also has artwork, poetry, other written works, pretty much anything that supports subversive, do-it-yourself type of activities. And we're on MySpace and Facebook. They can join up there just to know what's going on. Really just show up to a show and introduce yourself if it's your first time out. We love to see new faces. And it's not just some elitist group of people trying to do something for themselves. It's if you want to get involved, the door is open.